it was. She's in the room, and she puts the staff here. And when the sunbeam comes down, points the red jewel points to the spot of the arc.
Yes.
Like, fuck off! Stop it! You know the difference between a wife and a hooker?
I do not.
The wife takes your credit card.
Ha ha! Welcome to the Two Gaming Dudes.
Oh, God. Click subscribe. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Ahsoka. They just dropped episodes 1 and 2.
That's what we're going to talk about.
It's only 8 episodes. We're a quarter of the way through it.
Which means...
Okay, you go first. It wasn't garbage.
No.
Okay.
It's not garbage.
It's not garbage.
It is boring. And I'll explain why I think it's so boring. All right, we're going to cast the role of Ahsoka. How do you want it portrayed? Stoic. Straight stoic. All right. What about Sabine? How would you like her portrayed? Stoic. Okay. What about the girl with the green... stoic. Very straight. All of them, every single character, you can take 2 characters, any 2, and swap them.
And they're no different.
And there's no difference. They are all portrayed exactly the same. It is just this straight line the whole way. Like an emotional straight line.
Yeah.
No one's frightened. No one's happy. No one's... Nothing. Everyone is just straight-faced stoic. And that is so boring.
I noticed something similar with this girl, the apprentice.
Okay.
And the guy did it a little bit too when they're fighting through the ship. And
Right.
she's stone-faced.
Yes.
Because she's so badass. She's doing this thing. Because everybody does it like that. Because she's so hardcore that she doesn't even show the strain on her face. Because that's how the Terminator did it in 1984. So everyone fucking does it like that. You know, and it's starting. You know who doesn't fucking do that? Fucking John Wick.
Yes.
It's much more realistic. He's fighting 5 guys. He's going to be straining. Why does everybody have to... Because I'm so badass. I don't show emotion. Fuck off. It's been done.
Zap, zap, blast, blast,
And
blast.
it's unrealistic. Do it John Wick style. I can't stand the John Wick series. But I give them total credit for at least keeping that realistic.
And at least, can we be tired? Does it get exhausting doing all of this? I would assume that you would get tired after a while and be like, I had to fight off 17 droids. I need a minute to sit down. Nope. There's just nothing. I can't.
Something else I noticed in that same sequence. We're going so out of... God, we're all over the place here.
We're all over the place, but it's okay. I just want to talk about it as a whole first.
We touched on it during Boba Fett, where 55-year-old Timur Morrison is going like this and he looks like shit.
Yeah.
This girl is this Ukrainian actress. No one is a stunt man. No one is a stunt performer. And the fights look like, oh, here's some fucking actress from West Hollywood. Bring in a choreographer and teacher. And I'm not saying everybody has to be Ray Park.
Right.
Who was, Darth Maul, who was a classically trained martial art in Asian martial arts, which is what looks good on camera.
Right.
I'm not saying everybody has to do that. But they looked so out of place doing the stunts that it didn't look good.
The stunts were not very well done. The blocking where everybody has to stand and stuff was awful. The lack of emotion, which tells me something very important. Dave Filoni is fantastic when it comes to animation.
Yeah.
He does great animation. He sucks at live action. He has no idea where people are supposed to stand. He has no idea how to make actors portray emotion. So for him, it's just constantly, I guess that's good, and I can move on to the next thing.
Yeah, Hera, who, by the way, is married to Scottish Star Wars actor Ian McReynolds. She sucks. She is a shitty fucking actress.
Yes.
She stinks at this. Has she ever taken a camera technique class?
That's what shocks me is there are people in here from, what's his name? Ray Stevenson? Whatever. Him, I can't remember anybody's names. Winslet.
Kate Winslet?
Kate Winslet, is that her name?
The Titanic girl?
No, that's what I'm thinking of. Whoever is playing Hera.
Hera.
Because I know these people.
It's Obi-Wan's wife
Is it?
in real life. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's how she got the job, of course.
I just know her from like a bunch of other stuff, like what's that one where the superhero high school? I remember that one.
So okay, we're picking on the technical stuff here. We'll get into the story stuff in a minute.
Yes. I just want to say these actors and actresses are really good, but you'd never know that
Not
from this show.
Yeah. I feel like I've been conditioned, and when I watched it the day before Charles, and you said something that really affected me emotionally on the shallow level of emotion that I'm capable of. My first thought when I watched it was, okay, as long as they don't do anything to completely shit the bed and make it completely suck, just don't do that. Like Miss Marvel. I remember watching Miss Marvel and thinking, they've completely shit the bed. This is garbage.
Right.
And the same thing with Boba Fett. I remember watching it and thinking, they completely shit the bed. It's garbage.
Right.
And I remember watching Obi-Wan Kenobi and thinking, please don't do anything stupid and shit the bed. And they didn't. And it was just,
it was okay.
It was whatever it was. I watched this and I told Charles, it's fine. And Charles quite rightly pointed out, I'm sick and tired of fucking Star Wars being just fine. It used to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And now I've been conditioned to accept
it's fine.
They didn't do anything stupid to shit the bed and make it suck, so I guess it's good enough.
Yeah.
It's not fucking good enough.
No.
It shouldn't be fucking good enough. Put in some fucking effort and make it good.
And that's always been like my biggest argument now on social media when people are like, well, you didn't like it? I'm like, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm saying that it's not great. It's just okay. And this is Star Wars. And I expect better from Star Wars.
Yes, I want to be blown away every time.
It's okay. It's meant to be spectacle. It's meant to be this big event. And it's fine. It's whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that's really disappointing.
Extremely disappointing. So to get into some of the finer points, if you don't know Clone Wars or Rebels,
you're not going to know what the hell's going on.
At best, you're going to miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
At worst, you're just going to be like, this is fucking dumb. I'm not following any of this.
And then there's people like me who I've seen Clone Wars and I've seen Rebels, and I'm still a little bit lost. I'm like, why does she have a lightsaber?
Right, I got to go back like 5.
When the hell has that happened?
Oh wait, in season 3 she gets the dark side, and then in season 5 at the end.
Yeah, but she never showed that she has the Force or anything. She just had a dark saber.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay.
We're just gonna fucking retcon it and say, fuck it, she was her Padawan.
Yeah.
Just out of the blue. Just because fuck it, why not?
I guess.
We went back and watched the end of Rebels right afterwards because I was with Beetroot. And I'm like, Beetroot is an encyclopedia on this shit. I'm like,
and even he was like, what the hell just happened?
Like Beetroot, they never in Rebels indicated she's got any Force sensitive, right? He's like, no. They never said that she was a Padawan. No. We must have missed it. Go back and rewatch season 5. And we watched the end of season 5.
No.
They team up to go find Ezra.
Yeah.
What is this? I'm going to be your Padawan shit. What are you talking about? Because she hoisted the Darksaber once? Mando hoisted the Darksaber. Bo-Katan hoisted the Darksaber. Fucking Giancarlo Esposito. Grandma fucking hoisted the Dark...
None of them had the Force.
So what the fuck are you... What are you getting at?
I don't know. Why did they have to change her character? Her character was fine.
I don't know.
Her character was great, in fact.
I don't know why they felt the need to do this. Who is this show for? Hardcore fans who know Clone Wars and Rebels? If so, okay, then go ahead.
Yeah.
Get specific. Do it that way. They're trying to appeal to both sides. The hardcore geeks that watch everything and the casual fans that got Disney Plus with their Hulu bundle. You can't please both with this.
No. And the more you try, the more we can tell.
The smarter thing would be to just appeal to a wider audience.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of backstory where I need it, so I know who this character is, and then send them on their adventure.
Yes.
This is meaningless to anyone that hasn't watched Rebels.
We have to save Ezra. What's an Ezra?
Right?
What the fuck does that mean?
Well,
because they're going after Thrawn. What the hell's a Thrawn? What does that mean? And then you've got, like, my buddy on Facebook who was like, well, if you've read all the books and read all the comics...
off!
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing homework to watch a fucking TV show.
No.
I'm not reading your fucking comics.
And if the TV show can't bother to explain itself at least a little bit so I know who are these people and what's going on, then again, who is this for?
Yeah, I don't know where this fad started. I do. It was with Avengers. Where at the end you get the cutscene and, it's Thor's hammer. And that sets you up for the next film, Thor. And at the end of the Thor, you'd find, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, but it was always a setup to the next thing that they wanted to do.
Even if you missed that scene, you could still go into the next film and pick up. Even though you didn't know, you saw Thor's hammer at the end of the last film. It's okay. Here, you're completely lost. The story is just this jumbled hairball that makes no sense. Even if you've seen the source material, I'm still having trouble following it. I have to go, I have to pause and talk like, wait, at what point? Oh, remember they got the Lothal wolves and then they helped them escape. Oh, okay, okay, continue.
I basically have to watch one episode and then I have to go to YouTube and find Screen Crush and watch like the breakdown of the episode because he'll explain it compared to the books and the comics and all that.
It's bullshit, man. I shouldn't have to fucking do that.
Yeah, because I can't just watch it and enjoy it for what it is. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I have a little bit of an idea what's going on.
There's a fan theory floating around that Inquisitor is actually Ezra turned to the dark side.
Cool.
Is it?
No. It makes no sense.
But again, for most people, there are millions of fans or millions of people who watch it. They're like,
who the hell's Ezra?
A guy named Ezra, and now he's part of the dark side. Okay. That has no impact on them.
Yeah. These characters had, like, a lot of emotion. They were good characters in the original show, in the original animated series. And I feel like a lot of that's been stripped away here.
Another thing. Sabine gets stabbed through the aorta with a lightsaber. And the 14-year-old goes,
she's fine.
Lightsabers are a real shit weapon these days, aren't they?
I remember when lightsabers used to kill people. Now they just kind of moderately wound them.
Depends on who it is and how it fits the story.
I guess. Because, I mean, there's been an Inquisitor now that's been stabbed through the gut. He's fine. She's been stabbed. She's fine. Meanwhile, Qui-Gon is standing in a corner going, the fuck, guys? Really?
Darth Maul is cut in half. Fuck it.
He's fine.
Boba Fett gets swallowed by the Sarlacc. Fuck it, he's all right.
He's fine,
because he's got cool armor and we want him. And you know, the first indication was in the first few minutes where you're told we're chasing after a glowy thing.
Fuck! Not just a glowy thing. Because I am also watching it with a 14-year-old. So as we're watching it, he goes, it's the thing from, is that Star-Lord's thing that from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie? And I'm like, if Star-Lord shows up, I mean, he might as well, but that would be pretty awesome. I'd be for that, but no, that doesn't happen.
Can't you see Chris Pratt just walking across saying, hello, I'm Admiral Yaluvin. May the force be with yous. All right, I gotta go.
Give me that round thing.
Just why not? So we start off chasing a map.
Of course.
Just like fucking Kylo Ren. Except this time, you think you've solved it. No, we also need to key. We need a key for the map. So let's go on this Zelda quest to get a key. Oh, fuck off.
So it's like, so every episode is another side quest in order to obtain the main quest. Really couldn't think of anything better, could you? That was the best you got.
On the plus side, it looks like Star Wars. We see that first ship get boarded, and I'm like, okay, this is a familiar bridge on a familiar ship, and the hangar bay is familiar to me. Okay, this is Star Wars. There's X-wings and TIE fighters. Okay,
well, on the bridge, when they were that whole sequence in the very very beginning, the first 4 minutes. They're on the bridge. Jedi code, sir. Like, it's a Jedi code, sir, but it seems to check out. Mr. Spock, what do you think? All right, you take the calm. I'm going to go check down. And then they went back, and the bridge door is right behind them, and it slides open, and it's an elevator, and I'm like, are we on the Enterprise? What just happened?
It's tough writing code for all these special effects, so it's easier to just reuse saved code.
I was really blown away by how much that whole opening was just snatched right out of a Star Trek episode.
So we're trying to keep this as spoiler free as possible, but I don't know where this show is going. I don't know where we're leaving the galaxy now.
Okay, yeah, I saw that.
There's a hyperspace lane, and it's out of the fucking galaxy because an entire fucking galaxy isn't big enough for you to explore. We have to leave the galaxy with the space whales
and go to another galaxy with space whales.
And why not?
And then there can be other things, I guess. I mean,
something else that really bothered me. You know how Charles really hates kid actors in movies?
I do.
And he particularly hates when they do something stupid just for the sake of generating fake drama.
Yes.
Can I take the map somewhere? No. Why not? This is a fight to stop a new war from starting. Okay. She takes it anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it
and fucks it up.
Yeah.
Can I take the map with me? No. Why? Because scary fucking demons with robots are looking for it, and it's safer here. Oh.
I'm gonna take it anyway.
Because
I lost it. Can you believe it?
Because otherwise, we just fucking fly to where the map says, and we're done in 3 episodes. That's why. Because we need a ridiculous subplot.
Then the writers would have to come up with a better plot.
Fuck. I don't know what's become of Star Wars. I don't want to be one of those toxic fans that just hate everything.
No, and I don't think it's toxic to simply want better story in our Star Wars. And I'm not looking for, like, the greatest masterpiece ever or anything. Just better. You can do better. I've seen it. But I've seen them do better.
But A New Hope and Empire and Jedi.
Yeah.
Those were widely accepted as modern masterpieces.
Yes.
They were written as a masterpiece. Right? Say, Return of the Jedi, silly space alien. You set that in ancient Rome, and it's a fucking classic.
Yeah.
It's a classic fucking Warner Brothers picture. Everybody understood, wow, this became a cultural phenomenon for a reason. It's that well written and that well done. And it's just become diluted schlock now.
Because you're no longer telling simple stories. It was a really simple story. Oh, and you could relate to it. Oh, this farm boy who, dreams of more, gets an opportunity to travel the galaxy and do this amazing thing. People are relying so much on technology, but when he reaches out with his feelings, he can accomplish great things. Oh my gosh, this is all stuff that we can relate to. Right. We're like, oh, yeah.
The Night Sisters of Dathomir are witches, and they turn you evil. And then this girl has magic powers, but she didn't before, but now she does.
And you're just like, there's nothing in this I can relate to. So I'm just watching these characters go through the motions.
It's just, and the story itself has nothing to do with Star Wars.
No.
It's not Star Wars. It's got lightsabers and X-Wings. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But the story's got nothing to do with Star Wars.
Somebody brought up his a post, commented on my post because I had posted, all right, Ahsoka's really boring. There, I said it. And then somebody said, well, I really enjoyed it. And I said, okay, what specifically did you enjoy? Did you enjoy the fact that it had pew-pew laser lightsaber? Or did you enjoy it because it had a really great story and it told the story really well? No response to that.
Yeah.
And that's something you have to ask yourself. If you're like, no, I really enjoyed Ahsoka. What of it did you enjoy? Did you enjoy the fact that, A, it's a sequel to Rebels and I liked Rebels? Or did you like it because pew, pew, pew? Or can you honestly look at this and say, what a great original story. This is so entertaining and fun and exciting.
But they could have done one or the other. They could have done one or the other.
Yeah.
They should have said, okay, we're going to create another Star Wars series. It's for everyone. We want everyone to be able to enjoy this. It's based on these characters, so we'll throw a few Easter eggs in there so fanboys can be like, oh, I recognize that. Chopper, okay, cool. But it's for everyone.
Right.
And write a story that starts from scratch and builds and everybody can follow it. Or say, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to do an additional season of Rebels. It's just for fanboys who are hardcore fans.
Of which there are a lot.
Let's just go all out and start right from there. Great. They did neither of those.
Because they were trying to do both.
They said, we're going to do a sequel, another add-on season to Rebels, but it's got to appeal to everyone. You can't do that. It's not going to work. You will not get away with it, and it's not going to work. I can tell it's not going to work.
I can tell you right now, the number of people that are going to drop off from episode 1 to the last episode, you'll be lucky if you have 10% of the viewers by the time this is over.
And it shouldn't be like that for Star Wars.
It should not. And this is really sad. A lot of people were hoping that this was going to be the show that was going to save Star Wars. It is not. This is not going to save Star Wars.
Ironically, the last thing they did that was to that standard, that was like, wow, fucking awesome, was Andor. The one with the least bit of pew-pew and no fucking sword fights. And it's the best Star Wars since the original trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. It was really, really good.
Fuck.
I'm going to pull up one more thing for everybody who thinks that it wasn't all that bad. Every single line that is delivered, every line, you can at least count to 3, if not more, before the next line.
Okay.
Every line. Somebody will speak a sentence. You can start counting. You'll get to at least 3, and then they might say the next sentence, or somebody else will say a sentence. What is happening there with that gap? Who's editing this? There's like 20 minutes of nothing that can be cut out of every episode.
I'll go back and check on that. You may be right. You may be wrong. I'll tell you later on.
It's so annoying. Once you start doing it, you'll go like, oh my God, just talk like people. What is happening?
That was one of Tracy's big complaints when I was watching the Battlestar Galactica Redux, which I still say is one of the best things on TV ever. She always complained that everybody's always talking so low and quiet and dramatic. Why can't they just talk like normal people? Why does everybody have to talk so quietly? Like the fate of all humanity is on the line here. She was right. They did. There was a lot of that. But it fit that tone.
See, for me, I know for you it was Battlestar Galactica. It was some of the best sci-fi in a long time. For me, it was Lost in Space on Netflix. Those 3 seasons of Lost in Space.
Yeah, excellent.
Freaking fantastic.
Agreed.
I loved it.
Very, very good, yeah.
Which, go Netflix.
I don't know what's going to happen with this. We're going to watch it.
Yeah, we're going to keep watching.
I hope it doesn't go the way of Ben Kenobi, where I watched it and I was like, okay, they did it. It didn't stink. Please don't do any more. Because I feel like they're rolling the dice every time.
Yeah.
And Boba Fett was as close to Miss Marvel as we came with Star Wars. I don't want to risk
an atrocity.
I don't want to risk that
so
again.
Bad.
Don't do that to something that I care about and that I love. Please don't. Please don't do that. I'd rather wait 3 years for a really good film in theaters. I really would. I'm sincere.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I'd rather wait 3 years, do it properly.
And just let me enjoy it as the spectacle that it was meant to be.
And I promise I'll keep paying for my Disney Plus every month.
Yep.
Just so I have access to the old shit. That's what Disney cares about. I'll keep paying month to month. Just do a film properly. It's okay. I'll pay you for it. Really. Fuck.
Well, that's our review of Ahsoka so far. We're only 2 episodes in. Which is still a quarter of the way, and I don't think we spoiled anything.
We didn't spoil it. It was spoiler-free.
It's fine.
We'll call it spoiler-free. Okay.
Yeah. Besides, what the hell even is there to spoil at this point? Everything's in the trailers.
Ezra is gone.
Ezra's gone, and there's Ahsoka. There you go. Yeah. All the characters we mentioned, they're right there in the trailers. So,
we have to chase a glowy thing, and then the key to open the glowy thing.
Which
I lost it!
Which, it's current modern Star Wars, so that should have been a given.
If at some point they pull out a knife, and you slide the knife, and that directs you to where the planet is, then I'll be all like... And then she's got to go, this is it. I'm sure of it. The lighthouse, the rock, and the restaurant all match the doubloon. Fuck. There was. She's in the room and she puts the staff here. And when the sunbeam comes down, it points the red jewel points to the spot of the arc.
Yes.
Like, fuck off. Stop it.
There was actually a moment where I thought, hey, we're going to do something a little different because it started to crumble. And I thought, oh, that'd be fantastic. She came all this way and it's nothing. It's a dead end. It's like old and decayed. Oh, no, there it is. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's a round, of course, because sure.
I would have loved, I was waiting when the robots accost her after she's gotten the map. Give us the map. It's like, who's us? us. And you could warn them if only you spoke Javitos. But they didn't.
Yeah, and then they're like, okay, we can't beat her. We're going to self-destruct.
20 minutes from now.
20 minutes from now. No, you got time. You can run. Actually, you actually have time to stand there for a moment, stare at us, think about it.
So you guys are going to blow up?
Yeah.
Like
I think it's gonna...
You got explosives in you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
Well, what should I do? We're going to blow up. Well, I'm going to leave. Oh, yeah, well, fuck you.
Yeah, but we're going to blow up real big.
You going to chase me? No, we're just going to sit here frozen while this long timer ticks down. What?
Why does the timer take so long? Look, I'm really tired. So, you know.
Oh, lady, just shut up and sit down. Okay.
Why you got to be such a Karen about it? We're going to explode.
All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to get out of here, and I'm taking the glowy thing with me. Okay, well, we're going to blow up. So fuck you. She's leaving. What should we... Just count
do
down.
the thing. We started this, and we're going to do it.
She's gone. Should we stop the self-destruct?
Shut up, Jeff.
All right, just blow up anyway. It's not going to kill her. She left. Just blow up anyway.
I hate this job, and I hate you.
Hey, I guess. Click subscribe. Please get better. Fuck. Please.
Oh, God, I hope it gets better.
Please. If there's 6 more shit episodes.
We'll see you in another episode. Bye.